What if everything you thought you knew about an abandoned house was a lie? Lily thought she was just exploring an old, forgotten manor, but what she discovered inside would haunt her forever. Whispers in the dark, eyes watching from the shadows, and a mirror that reflects more than it should. This house wasn't empty, and neither was she. Stay tuned to find out why some doors, once opened, should never be crossed. Will Lily uncover the truth? Or will the house claim her, just like it has so many others? Watch until the end to reveal what's really lurking behind the walls. The night was thick with silence, save for the occasional creak of the old house settling under the weight of its history. Lily had always been drawn to the eerie and the unknown, an explorer of abandoned places, a lover of untold stories. Tonight, though, there was something different about the house she had entered. It wasn't just the faint smell of decay in the air, nor the layers of dust that clung to every surface. There was an unsettling energy here, as if the walls themselves were watching, waiting. The old manor sat atop a hill, far from the town's lights. For years, it had stood empty, its windows dark, its doors locked tight, until tonight. Lily had found the key, hidden beneath a loose floorboard in her late grandmother's attic. Her grandmother had always warned her about the manor, but Lily, fearless as ever, had never heeded her warnings. There was a strange pull to the place, an unspoken invitation that tugged at her curiosity. As she stepped inside, the door creaked open, as if it too was welcoming her, or perhaps warning her away. The house seemed abandoned, yet Lily could feel the presence of something else. A chill ran down her spine. She brushed it off. "It's just the wind," she told herself. But deep down, something was telling her she was not alone. Her footsteps echoed through the dark hallway, the floorboards groaning beneath her weight. She didn't know what she was looking for, only that the manor held something her grandmother had kept secret for years. A voice whispered in her mind, "Find it." The dim light from her flashlight flickered as she entered the grand living room. Old portraits hung on the walls, faded tapestries adorned the furniture, and dust filled the air. A sudden movement in the corner of her eye made her stop. She turned, but there was nothing. Shadows. Her heart raced. She wasn't alone. The grandfather clock in the corner caught her attention. The hands were frozen at midnight, yet she could hear the ticking, as though it was counting down to something. Curiosity pulled her deeper into the house, following the strange whispers. A door at the far end of the hallway stood out, carved with symbols. She felt a chill as her hand brushed over the door, and it creaked open without her touch. Inside, the room was pitch black. Hesitating, Lily reached for the light switch. The room flickered to life, revealing a large, ornate mirror. It was cracked, shattered, yet it reflected her. But not just her. In the dim light, something moved behind her. A shadow. Tall. Distorted. Eyes that glowed faintly. Lily turned, but the room was empty. Her breath quickened. She wasn't alone. The mirror hummed, its surface rippling like water. The figure behind her grew clearer, its face twisted, eyes black as voids. The air thickened with an unseen presence. Lily stepped back, stumbling as she tried to process what she was seeing. The whispers returned, louder now, filling her thoughts. "You shouldn't have come." Panicked, Lily ran, but the hallways seemed endless. The doors were locked, the windows barred. The house had trapped her, and the shadows were closing in. She could hear scuttling feet, scratching claws on the wood. They were coming for her. She reached the staircase, but the house was shifting, the walls tilting. The ground trembled, and the smell of decay grew stronger. She fumbled for her phone, but it was dead. Her flashlight flickered once, and then went out. Suddenly, everything froze. The whispers stopped. The shadows paused. Lily was trapped in stillness, waiting for something to break the silence. Then, with a violent crash, the mirror exploded, sending shards of glass flying. A guttural growl echoed through the house, followed by a whisper, "Lily." Her pulse raced as she turned to face the darkness, knowing the truth was closing in on her. The house wasn't abandoned. It had never been, and now neither was she. As the shadows engulfed her, Lily understood Some mysteries were never meant to be uncovered. Some doors, once opened, could never be closed again. The manor had claimed her, and its secrets would never leave. But Lily wasn't the only one who had sought the truth. Somewhere in the distance, another soul, too, had heard the whispers.